Hey, gang! Welcome to the newest edition of This Week in Esports.
October 5th.
October the 5th. It is, in fact, our 19th episode, and wouldn't that be amazing to know?
That's crazy. 19 episodes. I can't believe we've done it. But we are coming to you live once again from the Microsoft campus here in Redmond, Washington, and we are showcasing Mixer Magic, which is all about FTL and interactivity.
FTL, faster than light, also what they called me in college. I know it's an old joke, but I continue to say it. But it allows you to stream at sub-second latency and interactivity.
Yes, you did it. Hey, it wasn't me.
Okay. You know what, guys? We're getting through Thursday just like you are.
It's Kate's Friday, believe it or not. Like, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, I've been on Friday for a while. So anyway, all that to say that means that you guys don't just watch, you also participate.
Nowadays, there's a lot to cover in the esports scene, and since this show is for you, you get to decide what we talk about via the voting options you'll see soon below the video window right down here. Yes. We don't get to choose the topics. You'll be doing that for us.
It's true. You're basically producing what it is. If you want to know anything about esports, and by that I mean any of the games that are the big contenders right now, we're talking, CSGO, Overwatch contenders, League of Legends.
You're already seeding what you want to talk about.
Brothers, fine. We'll give you that. Dota 2, whatever the case. We only have half an hour to get it through and to tell you what you need to hear, so make sure you vote. Vote early, vote often.
30 minutes. That's all we have. Now, before we get into the games that we have in store for you this week, we normally start the show with a special segment, and this time around we are doing Clip of the Week.
It's true. This week's clip comes from the Game Tyrant Expo event, or as we colloquially call it, GTX 2017. Now, over the weekend, this event was all about the many different fighting games, from Street Fighter to Smash and many in between. So let's talk Smash. More importantly, how the Smash 4 winner, Hungrybox, felt after he won the championship.
Hungry?
We'll let this clip speak for itself.
What's going on?
Yo, man. Everyone wants that money.
That shmoney.
That shmoney, baby.
Shmoney. Oh! Oh!
What? Oh my God! He gets the read, and he gets the and H-Box. What? How is he so clutch?
I don't know.
How is he so
I don't
clutch?
know. That was crazy.
Did he jump on crunch? And he fell down.
Don't break a leg, dude. He broke his foot last time.
How is he so clutch,
That
man?
was nuts.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't want to fight H-Box in the last stock. You don't want to. You know why he fell? He fell because his wallet just got a whole lot heavier.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
man.
That's
man.
the M's in my bank account.
Oh, man.
Kudos to Hungrybox. Kudos to our
Absolutely nuts, right?
Absolutely nuts. And I think what's interesting about that also is that you're talking about Hungrybox. Forbes actually named him 30 under 30 recently, so that's already kind of a cool thing. But he was very much the underdog. Armada was definitely the person to beat. Upset, which is, I'm pretty sure, why you're seeing all the emotion on Hungrybox's
There's emotion and then there's rolling on the floor.
I mean, listen, it's fantastic. I think he's also from Utah, if I read something like that correctly. And it was a big old fabulous homeboy kind of situation happening there.
I'm just, look, here it goes. Like, the knees are weak.
I mean, come on. How do you not? This is esports right here. That is esports. Exactly.
I don't know how I would feel if I had just lost that match and the person who beat me is on the floor, darn near in tears. I'd be like, yo, son.
Well, you know what? I guess he's also probably super psyched out of the $30,000 he won from that nice
30 under. I'd be like, yo, run it back. Like
he
you're not about
basically
to just
got paid.
upstage me twice.
He got paid $10,000 a day, basically. That's a 3-day
Basically.
tournament.
Not bad.
Not a bad for a grind.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Speaking
Anyway.
of not bad, we got stuff to give away. Yes.
Hey,
I'm
were
saying
you
it now
wondering
so
what
I can
these were
take them
doing
off
here?
the desk because I'm gonna knock it over.
It's true. He will knock it over. Who here is here to Astro? Astro, known the world over for their... No, that's fair.
Okay, focus, man.
Look at
I am
this.
focused, man. There we go.
Look at this.
This takes a little
Astro,
bit.
Beautiful. These are to make your Astros custom for Halo. More
So yes,
importantly,
the HCS
HCS.
A40 speaker tag. So if you got yourself a set of A40s, whether that be the older A40s or the TRs, these will fit them.
How
And
fancy
we're going to
is
give
that?
2 sets of them away.
Two
looks like.
sets of them away. So
Thanks
make
to our
sure that you
special
are
guest.
logged into Mixer and that you are watching us.
Yeah, watching.
You gotta be on
You gotta-
Mixer.com/tips and tricks.
Wax.
What?
Wow, whack what?
Wait,
no, we're
why
not
did
on
you say
tips and tricks. Sorry, our production doesn't really know what he's doing. This week in esports, if you're watching us here, you are going to be entered to win. Anyway,
go.
20
Speaking of
seconds left
winning.
in the vote. Goodness gracious, what a derail
We're
by
just
Ed
off
over
the
there.
rails in general.
Well, yeah.
Welcome to Thursday. Speaking of which, let's find out. Oh, you still have about 15 seconds to get your votes in.
Counter-Strike E-League, Esports Business, Smite, and Nintendo World Championships. Let me just go cast my vote
I think I know
over
which
here.
one I would like to have. Is that
You?
what's that?
Oh, I bet you I know which one too. Actually, I can see two up here right in the front that I think you are
I don't know what you're talking
very interested
about. I
in.
don't know what you're talking
All right,
about.
my vote's in. How about the
Okay.
rest of y'all? Get those votes in. Get those votes in.
Let us know what you want to see and
Absolutely.
talk about.
I see Malik in the chat here.
Oh, darn, we'll have to go E-League. So here we go.
Look at that. She's smiling.
Just a smugness that I find brilliant. So, last weekend was arguably the most anticipated of the E-League Premier CS:GO group stage pairings, also known as the Group of Death, with heavy-hitting teams. We're talking Astralis, SK, Liquid, and Heroic competing over Friday and Saturday. Now, the former major winners, that of course Astralis, came out on top of that group with solid wins against Team Liquid on Overpass and a devastating loss to Heroic on Train. That loss, by the way, 16-2. Yowza. Speaking of Heroic, those Danes took second in the group, but also punched their ticket to the playoffs with two strong showings against Brazilian powerhouse SK Gaming. I love taco. Perhaps the result no one saw coming, however, came from America's, more specifically, Team Liquid, which is following two second-place finishes, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, at ESL 1 and Mykonos. At least I got a lovely vacation after it. Failed to win the single. They actually failed to win a single match here in the group stages.
So, yeah, they
it
really
was
just
kind of
took
a group of
advantage
death,
of that
but like I
vacation.
didn't realize that they were going to be our victims here. Yikes! That means that the North American teams, they only have us North. Oh my gosh! I wrote this too. Here's the deal, guys. Us, America's, North American fans, all of our hopes are going to rest on the ample shoulders of people like Stewie2K and the rest of the Cloud9 roster. Fun fact, 4 out of the 8 remaining playoff teams are Scandinavian, with a very impressive showing from the Danish
Crowd.
squad.
There we go.
Crowds.
Crowds.
At any rate, the E-League Premier Series continues to the quarterfinals starting next Tuesday, October 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern. That would be 11 a.m. Pacific.
Wonderful.
That's
You
fast
made it
math.
through. Fast math. I know you've seen that meme. That
Fast
dude.
math?
Fast math. Oh my God! I've got something to show you after this.
Yay!
I can't. We're not going to show it here.
No,
we're not going to show it
probably
here.
not.
All
Well,
right.
Speaking of showing,
What are we showing?
that's a great question, actually, because my computer decided to not show up today.
Doesn't matter anyway because we don't get to choose what we're showing.
That doesn't matter. It's
Y'all
absolutely
do.
right.
Did you see that?
Okay.
Did you see how we did that?
Oh, now
is that
here's something
Marshawn?
interesting. Yeah, it's
Hey.
Marshawn. It's J-Lo. It's
Leading the witness again.
Yeah,
Rocket
well, you
League
know.
Esports Business.
Michael Strahan. Thank you.
Smite and Nintendo World
I'm
Champions.
telling you, though,
You
you
should have
wanna
let her
know about where
suffer.
to-
I was fine with her looking at her screen like Al Pacino.
I
down
got
there.
it. It's fine.
You didn't see the gap?
It's cool. I think everybody should choose what they want to choose, but Oh, that's esports business.
There we go. All right. Question. What do Alex Rodriguez, Jennifer Lopez, and Marshawn Lynch have in common?
I do know, but
I
I'm
feel like
curious
you do know.
because
Spoilers, she knows.
I
They
do.
are all investing in Energy Esports. Energy is in the process of closing a $15 million series financing round that includes investments from these big stars along with a handful of other big names and Bay Area investors. This is the third round of investment since Energy formed back in November of 2015.
True story, exactly. Now, Energy made news last year when, as you saw him on screen, Shaquille O'Neal supported NRG League of Legends team was dissolved after some poor performance that forced them into the LCS Challenger Leagues. But let's add more names to that investor list, shall we? We've got Twitter COO.
Yeah,
I
no,
almost said
letters
CFO.
are tough.
COO and former NFL Chief Financial Officer Anthony Noto, Fortress Investment Group Chairman Pete Brigger, owner of the Sacramento Republic and minority owner of the Sacramento Kings Kevin Nagel, Marlon Bird, Michael Strahan, as you saw there, and of course Alex Rodriguez has already been an investor, but he's increasing his investment and joining the company's board. Now the names investing are pretty big, so let's hope this is a sign of things to come for the esports world. People love investing in esports right now.
Absolutely.
But
they do.
please, let it be for long term. Don't come in and try to get a bunch of the money at the
You
beginning.
tell them.
Yeah!
Now, Energy has also finalized its roster for their Overwatch League. The San Francisco-based team has yet to be named, but it includes players Dak. That's Dante. Oh, IDDQD. Bebe, Sleepy, and Nami. Kind of sounds like Snow White's crew. I don't know why you would write that in there, but apparently it does. I didn't hear no Sleepy. I didn't hear no happy, grumpy. Anyway.
I'm grumpy.
Then players Sinatra and Super will be joining the fun after their 18th birthday in the spring. Like, that's a hell of a thing to have to wait for. Yo, I could win thousands upon thousands of dollars
Just in
a couple months. Just wait out for me. Wait out for me.
Exactly.
Now, the team will be coached, my bad, by
Go for it.
Brad Rajani, who is the former owner of Selfless Gaming. He'll be relocating to the LA area in time for preseason, which starts December 6th, my mom's birthday, at the Blizzard Arena in Burbank, California. Hope you like that anecdote.
I did.
But the official season doesn't start until January 10th of next year.
Exactly. Now, for more information about NRG Esports and all of that entails, visit nrg.gg or follow them on Twitter at nrggg.
There we go.
It's true.
Ready to do it?
Let's
Ready to
do
move
this.
on to the next thing?
Let's move. Yes, because I think one of the best parts about this job is being able to see the entire landscape of esports and doing it in 30 minutes based on what you guys vote on. Sorry if that was a plug for a show you're already watching. Doesn't matter. Let's see what you have in store. Oh, Rocket League, also the Nintendo World Championships. I can tell you Rocket League's looking really good.
Smash Brothers is there as well,
Man,
as well
it's
as
just
Smite.
Nice.
Let's see what we're going to get here.
Let's see how it goes.
Did you vote already? No. Oh,
I
yeah,
have
you
not
did.
voted
You
already.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, 10 seconds left. Get those votes in. I
It's-
just want to throw. Oh, there we go. I just want to make it difficult, so I always vote to where there's going to be a tie. Oh, I'm like the troll, but
That's
I'm
what you
trolling
do. Well,
myself, really.
Yeah, it is an interesting issue. Okay, here we go. So it looks like you got Nintendo World Championships. You want to just start us off here?
Let's do it. The Nintendo World Championships is this weekend, this very weekend we're talking about right now. Nintendo started open qualifiers back in August that took place in several cities around the U.S. At the qualifiers, players had to compete for their best track time in Mario Kart 7 on the 3DS. Only 16 qualified. 8 from the 12 and under category were chosen, as well as 7 from the 13 and over category. The final slot taken by John Numbers, the NWC 2015 champion. All who qualified were sent a new Nintendo 2DS as well as Samus Returns and were told it would be one of the games that they would be competing in. Now, Nintendo also invited 8 special guests to compete and join in the fun as well, including WWE superstar Bayley, Mickey Mania, speedrunner Yellow Killer Bee, Mario 64 speedrunner 360 Chrism, and several others. Nintendo is fairly secretive about the games the contestants will be competing in, but knowing Nintendo, there'll be some classics and some absolute wild cards in there. We will find out exactly what the competition entails coming this weekend during the Nintendo World Championships main event at the Manhattan Center's Grand Ballroom. The live stream begins at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and you can watch it at nwc.nintendo.com. To keep up to date on all the fun, be sure to follow at NintendoVS on Twitter. All right. Well,
Sorry,
with that,
Rukari,
no worries, no worries. How you doing over there, Kate?
Oh, I'm just.
They can't see you, so you're good.
That's great.
Everybody knows that this is going to be a fun time, but we've got something special for you as we
do.
wrap up this last little bit here. I'm going to stand up now. Look, it's like we're like tips and tricks.
Wow.
Oh, that's-
Guys, you're watching us move IRL.
Did you
Oh,
like
mother
that?
of French toast. Forgot that one. Hey, what is that? Is that Mike Kavanaugh?
That is.
Also known as Strong Side?
That is strong side.
Well,
and
thank
you're
you
actually
so much
here,
for
like you're
being
not
here.
back here on the screen.
Yeah, it's.
Are
Oh,
you
wait, I gotta
Kate
be in the
Yeager
light.
and Rukari?
I feel like you know this, though. I feel like you know this. There you go, Kate.
I'm gonna be in the light. I'm just gonna be in the light here. So Mike, what are you here to talk to us about?
You know, we're going to talk about DreamHack Denver. We got our big fall finals event coming up here soon. So October 20th to 22nd, we've got a lot of people excited because we're going to have the best teams across North America and across Europe as well. We just had our event in London where
Yes.
we got the
How
2
was
best
that?
teams. Incredible. Absolutely insane. We've got Jimbo kind of leading the charge still. He's like the #1 player in Europe, and their team has just been dominating. So they're looking to break into the top 8. And funny enough, I mean, they are coming out almost a week to 2 weeks earlier prior to the event just to get in some more practice time so they can put up a better fight against the North American teams.
That's fantastic. Okay, so we had 2 EU teams coming from London, from the London tournament over to Denver for DreamHack Denver. What are they playing for? And more importantly, let's talk some fun narratives. I want to know what's going on in the NA scene on Halo's
There's
front.
a lot of juicy stuff. There's been a lot of team changes that happened. We had Atlanta happened for a $200,000 prize pool, and you're asking for this event, it's again going to be another $200,000 prize pool, paying out top 16. So if you get 15th, 16th, you're still making a little bit of money.
Yeah.
And you're going home happy, winning the prize. So here here's the breakdown of the prize breakdown. First place taking home $70,000 here. But on top of this, we also do have a free for all where if you don't have a team, show up by yourself, compete, show off your skill, and you can still win a little bit of money and a little bit of fame at the same time, and potentially use that to kind of get yourself onto a top pro team.
Career, right?
Oh my gosh, that is what a great way to find and source some absolutely brand new talent. That's fantastic. So, okay, so talk to me a little bit about what so let's talk about format. More importantly, free for all I'm seeing on the screen here, but bring me through what we've got coming up for DreamHack.
Yeah, so for free-for-all, we are going to be capped out with 288 players. They'll be going back and forth between truth and regret, 12-minute time limit per game, and the top 3 from each round will advance. So it's definitely fierce. You got a long little journey you got to make it through to get down to the grand finals. We had our first player, I'd say youngest player win. His name was Daffs.
Yeah.
First competed earlier here in 2016, and now he's already a champion in free-for-all just about 6 or 7 months later. So that just goes to show you may have the skill at home. You may have that individual skill. Like, that's where I started. That's where so many players, Pistola, Snipe Down, so many big-name players today all started with free-for-all.
So you're talking about those big players, and now I know they're on teams. So take me through Objective Slayer. What's the 4v4 options?
Yeah, 4v4 options. You're going to have 2 separate brackets here at Denver. So you're going to have the open bracket where that's anybody that wants to come out and compete for the first time. Nice. That's not in the top champ level bracket just yet, but you're fighting to make it in there. And the top 6 teams from the open bracket will make it into the championship bracket to fight against the likes of Optic Gaming, Team Envious, Team Liquid, Splice, all these household names that have been around for a while.
All these premier teams.
Exactly. Yeah. And going into this event as well, there's kind of a lot of people wondering, like, who is going to win this event? A lot of people have always said it's going to be Optic Gaming.
The Green Wall, we all hear about it, right?
We talk about them a lot.
They haven't won the last 2 events. So it's kind of stirring up some conversation now, like, what happens if they lose this next event?
Yeah.
Are they going to stick together? Are they going to break up? Is there going to be kind of a ripple effect? Because if this team breaks up, I mean, they're all all-star players. It could just create an entire tornado throughout every single team and swap up everything. So you're looking at Splice, you're looking at Team Liquid, Team Envious, who went undefeated in the Pro League, and Optic Gaming, all with really good shots at winning the tournament. Obviously, there's a lot of other teams in there as well, but those are kind of your top 4 premier teams.
So say, speaking of other teams, talk to us about the 2 coming from the London tournament from the EU.
Yeah, so we've got Team Infused, and then we also have Supremacy. So Supremacy is a French team, and they've been really hot over in the EU scene, and they've been battling with Team Infused just kind of right at their heels, right about to take them out. But I think coming here to North America and getting to play against a lot of the North American talent, that's going to help them just boost up a little bit more and maybe, help them break into that top 8.
Excellent. So let's talk about the results that aren't just monetary, but we're talking going into the Open Cup, the Legendary Cup. Talk to me a little bit about what people are playing for, not just money and glitz and glamour, but some street cred as well.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to go home with a nice trophy. This is the fall finals. So we had the summer finals earlier this year, and even before that, we had the Halo World Championships 2017 grand finals, where we saw Optic Gaming win that tournament. Yeah. So at summer finals, we saw Splice, the youngest roster competing in our league, take home the gold by taking down Optic Gaming not just once, but twice in the tournament, knocking them out. Optic Gaming got second. And, there's a lot. It's not just about the money with a lot of these guys. I mean, you talk to the players on Splice. I got a chance to talk to them before they competed on the main stage at Atlanta. And I was like, hey, guys, you've been right at the cuff. You've been placing 4th and 5th consistently. Are you breaking into the top 3? And they were like, not at all. We are getting first place this event, and sure enough, they did it. So for them, you can just tell, like, it just means so much. They're so passionate and just so hungry to win. And you guys had a clip earlier before where a guy won, and he was, like, falling down to his knees and, like, falling on the floor because you can just tell he cares that much and he's so passionate about what he does. We had something kind of similar and funny happen with Renegade of Splice after they won the tournament. Well, sorry, right before they won the tournament. It looked like they were about to cap the flag, and Renegade just stands up, and he's like, yeah! and then nobody else on his team stands up, and they hadn't won yet. And then he realizes, gets flustered, sits back down, and then they end up going back and winning. They ended up winning. Yeah, they ended up winning. So, but yeah, you have these moments that you're just like so into it, and you think you're gonna win, but there's something like at that last second, a guy snipes you right as you're about to cap the flag, and you're gonna get denied, and that could get returned. So you got until it says game over on your screen, keep playing the game. Keep playing.
Pro tips from Mike Kavanaugh, AKA Steel. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot what your strong side. I was gonna say Steel side.
That's fine.
Steel side.
Both
all right.
strong.
Yeah, no, you've been going to the gym.
You got both. It's fine. You know what? It's Thursday. So lastly, let's talk about details. Where and how can people watch, get in on all of this drama?
Yeah, if you want to sign up and compete at the tournament, check out halo.gg. You can go there and find all the information about the event, and you can compete in free-for-all and sign up for the 4v4 as well, or one or the other if you can't do both. And yeah, if you want to compete a little bit before Denver as well, we do have the open circuit where you can check out millennialesports.gg, where we do have some big names still kind of competing in the open circuit, like Nated, the likes of the team Straight Rippin' is the number one team right now in the open circuit.
That brings back memories.
So we'll see them competing as well. And names like Demon D still are competing, commonly Ace, a lot of players that are still just hungry and they're still fighting after 10 years of playing competitive Halo.
Sweet. And Denver, this is Denver. Oh my gosh, I completely
DreamHack
Denver.
The fall finals.
Friday. It's Friday.
It's Friday in my head. So excellent. Mike, thank you so much for being here and for taking us through all of the fantastic pieces of drama and narrative.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah,
cool.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
All right, well, real quick, since this is not that other show and we actually do live content, not pre-produced content, you're going to see us grab our chairs, but we're going to give you the chance to vote on what's next.
Yeah.
So while we do that, your choices are Rocket League, Smash Brothers, Smite, and League of Legends Worlds. Get those votes in now. We're going to sit back down, get comfy.
Oh, wow. You know what I would do? Twir at me.
What's that?
I just talk about League.
Oh, that's what you would do.
It's not my call.
Where'd
it's not
that
my
hurt?
call, kids, but, it'd be nice if... Nope.
131 King says, wow. I know, it does take a lot of talent to do this.
Isn't that Malik?
I don't know who that is.
It
It doesn't have a star next to his name or anything like that.
It is.
No,
It
it's Malik. It's definitely Malik.
Oh, well, it's fine.
All right,
here
here we
it is.
go. Here we go. So we've got Rocket League by
know
a
what?
ridiculously overwhelming majority.
It's true. And quite frankly, Rocket League, they had me at Muffin Men. So let's start off with
Go
the second
ahead.
to last week of the Rocket League Championship Series has kicked off, or maybe started their engines, and the intensity is, as they say, revving up. Now, for those who haven't been keeping track, that RLCS brings the top 8 teams from the NA and EU to battle it out for their respective bragging rights, glory, and of course, a pretty good prize chunk of money. The offline finals will decide who from the NA and EU will receive the $55,000 first place prize. Now, on the North American side, we have the nearly identical match results from last week's, resulting in a 3-way tie for first place in sets, but because of those scores, there's no tie in the top 6. So we have Cloud9 in first place, we have Ghost in second, G2 Esports in third, NRG, which we talked about earlier, in fourth. I'm sure J-Lo and Alex Rodriguez will be excited. Rogue in fifth, and of course FlyQuest in sixth, although I'm pretty sure NRG is the Overwatch group, so whatever,
Yeah,
it's
okay,
fine.
all right.
They placed, there we go. So anyway, there's that.
Now, this week, we have to turn the spotlight to the European RLCS. Teams PSG, Esports, and Method stampeded through their previous matches, meeting each other in tournament with 5-0 records behind them. PSG was down 1-2 in the best-of-5 set, but hunkered down, swept Game 4, and clutched out Game 5 in a nail-biting 4-3 game to take the set 3-2. Want to know the most impressive part?
Boy, do I.
PSG's Bluey is only 15 years old.
How is that? There must, okay, I just love
How?
how.
I know it's how. His parents have to sign for the check.
Sure.
That's crazy, right?
He wouldn't be allowed to play if he was in CSGO or League.
That's true.
Dota, but that's okay.
Either
Well
way,
done.
congrats to the whole team for their 6-0 sweep for the day. Remember, next week is the final week in the series. Only the top 6 teams that emerge will be guaranteed to move on to the next series, so be sure to follow all the Rocket League action on rlcs.gg. There haven't been many whacks in anything that we've done today.
Also, I would like to say a little PSA to Bluey. Please get your homework done on time.
Yeah,
There will be no
yeah.
extensions made for pro
School before
sports.
RLCS.
Pro Esports.
All right. You know what? I haven't knocked these over yet, but I'm ready to get them out of here. How about
Okay,
you?
so oh yeah, that's right. So we
It's
can.
time.
It's time to
It's
give
time
them.
to give these away.
To give these away.
So again, these HCS A40 speaker tags
Speaker tags
are not going home with us. I know it looks
It's
like we get
true.
one each, but we can't keep them. Ed's going to yell out focus here, but you see them on screen. We're ready to go.
Exactly. So be sure you're watching, which is what you're doing. So check that off your list, and that you're signed in, and that you're actually watching us on our own mixer. So if you're on, I guess
If you're on channel 1, you need to jump on over right now to mixer.com, whack This Week in Esports. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I did it. Yeah, no, she's
Yeah.
not happy. All right, here we go.
Okay.
We're getting ready to give away the first one. Go ahead and hit that
And-
button. Do it. Do it. I know I should see the 3, 2, 1 in chat.
3, 2, 1.
Hold me down. Hold me down.
Here we go. The first one goes to.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There goes Hypebot. All right, what is that? Prophecy
Prophecy
Designs.
Designs.
Congratulations. This one's yours.
That one is yours.
I'm going to set that one over here.
Exactly. Now the second set
Just-
is going.
This
to...
one is yours.
I won't do that. Because Thursday. The second one is going to, drum roll, please. Oh, nice. Thank you, Hypebot.
Here it goes. Here it goes.
Oh,
Is that bullets?
bullets.
Yeah, that's bullets. Bullets, congrats to you.
Bullets.
This one's yours too.
He's house trained, I swear. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, let's talk about upcoming tournaments.
Let's do it.
Congratulations, both of you winners. Now let's talk Microsoft Store Halo 5 this Sunday, October 8th. Your local Microsoft Store might be holding a 4v4 Halo 5 tournament, and if you're looking to find like-minded competitors in your hood, check out halo.gg for a list of those participating stores and sign up to claim your spot.
Oh, I know you want to do this one.
Okay, I'll do this one. The E-League Premier has finished their group stage and moved on to the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
These quarterfinals go down next Tuesday, so head over to...
Tekken World Tour?
Okay,
I feel like that's wrong.
that might be wrong.
That might be wrong.
Or it might be somebody that enjoys. Oh, it's
eleague.com?
definitely eleague.com. But whomever put it in the prompter.
I should take
well
a photo
played.
of that right there.
Well
It says
played.
Tekken World Tour.
No, that's fine. At any rate, go for eleague.com. You will not miss it. And plus, I'll tell you something else. The eye tracking, a thing of beauty. You can
Yeah.
watch where the players are looking when they make their kill shots.
What's that URL one more time?
eleague.com.
There we go. All right, and Overwatch, the league
Contenders.
before Overwatch League, Overwatch Contenders, has reached its playoff point in Season 1. I know we're all excited for the real league, but you should definitely check out overwatchcontenders.com, which is the correct URL for a list of the matches that will be occurring this weekend. Yes, I don't know if you were YMCAing or what that was.
I don't know. So remember, you can see the ridiculousness that is This Week in Esports right here each and every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern on our new channel, which, if you are listening, was mixer.com/This Week in Esports.
Now be sure to watch this and past episodes right below on our channel page and follow us on Twitter at WatchMixer for updates on the show and to know what's happening in the wide world of esports.
Also, tune in to #Esports Weekend and feel free to hashtag those on your tweets. We only show esports content on mixer.com/channel1 during the weekends because we know what's up. So hope to have you come and tune in and check out all the competition.
I feel like this is last but not least. Don't forget to watch our sister show, Tips and Tricks, with what's their names again?
Evan, I think.
Evan. Is that the one
Evan.
who you can never
Yep,
hear because
that's
his
the
mic's
one.
not on?
I think it was Evan and Michael.
Oh, there we go.
Michael.
Evan and Michael, yes.
They're great guys.
Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. Actually, fun fact, I think Ethan now has the second most shows. Ethan and Malik, who we love very dearly.
Just so much. What do you mean second to most shows?
Like,
Oh, he's on
like
more?
yeah. He's been on there. He was celebrating that
Interesting.
milestone downstairs yesterday.
Ah,
It was good to hear.
interesting.
Good to hear. So yes, that's Tuesday,
Hmm.
6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
Looks like get some competition ourselves.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely so.
For this guy to my right and me to your left, that doesn't make sense. I'm Kate. This is Rukari. Thanks so much for watching This Week in Esports. Come again soon.